Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video for San Diego. On my left hand side I've got a 3x8 insert, on the right hand side I've got a full 4x8. On this side I plan to pick out a large 4x8 pocket card, but I'm not sure if that's going to be with journaling, just a filler card. I have no idea. I have journaled on some previous layouts now, so I don't know that I need journaling, but if it was, just kind of maybe a quarter of the space, I might consider it. That would be fine. These are my two photos. Both of them have room for things. There's some empty space here, up top, also here. So I'm sure I will add embellishments or phrases or something. There will be something of some kind there, but I don't know what that is either. So I think what I probably have to do first for this one is pick out this 4x8 card. And I do have quite a few 4x8s that are already printed, cut, that I just keep waiting for anytime I'm designing something, so I will grab those first. Here is the package of 4x8s that I have already printed, cut, ready to go, so I will look through all of those. I will say that I do have some papers that are in my bin for San Diego where if none of these work, if I don't like any of them, I do have those, and they're very kind of tropical themed, so it would work here because I've got palm trees showing. Hopefully you can see in this photo I've got these beautiful red flowers here, so I think I can find something that would work with all this, but I just don't remember if I have anything in here that's even related, like warm weather tropical. I just don't know, so I will look through them and we'll see what I find. Okay, well, I have actually found more than I expected to find for things that I think might work, and it's a mix of just filler cards and then some that have spots for journaling, so I definitely have options. And the way I do these is I do them in color order, so I start black and white and then I just go the color of the rainbow, and then assorted colors are all at the end. So you can kind of see here I started at green. There was nothing red really that I liked. It was like either way too much red or there was no red at all, so that didn't work, so I really had to kind of start at green here. I like this one just because it does leave me some journaling room, or I can load that up with like some layered ephemera or something, but there's a little bit here that I could fill in, so that's kind of fun to think about. And then this one, it's very busy, but I like the fact that it's a lighter blue. It's a little bit closer to the blue tone that you see here, and it's got lots of open spaces. I could put rhinestones on here, enamel dots. I mean, like, I could do a lot with it and just drop things in these empty spaces, or only fill like maybe 2 and leave the rest blank. It just gives me a lot of options, and I do like that. I do like that there's also some red here in the writing that will match what's on the left. And then this one, this is kind of the best of both worlds because I have a spot here that's quite large, so I could put an ephemera in there or layer a couple pieces to make it very fun, and that's a great option to have, but then I still have journaling room. So right now, I mean, I'm really thinking a lot about this one because I do like the look of it. And I have this one, which would obviously just be a filler card. I suppose I could do some ink splattering on it or something if I wanted to, just to bring in a little bit more color or make it not so flat, but I definitely wouldn't have to journal because this takes up the majority of what you're seeing. But I also do like that I've got some red in there, so it brings out the color in the flowers. There's also a red truck over here. Don't know if you can see that very well, but it's there, so it would help me bring out some of that red, but it also has nice visual interest without me having to do a whole lot. And then the last one is this one, and I'm torn about this one. I like this part of it, and then it's got a rainbow hue to it, but there really is no red. It just kind of starts out at a pinky color. So not sure how crazy I am about that. This is probably my least favorite of the options, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. So I'll have to really like go through these again and think about like what I can do with all of them, and then I'll have to make my decision. Alright, I think I'm going to go with this one just because of the fact that I get space to do some embellishing, plus I still have room for journaling, which is great. But I think I need to pull out a bunch of travel ephemera that I have, so I need red, which would be in here. It's a lot of blue already, but I am going to pull those out. And then I think green, so I have that. And then there is gray here, so maybe I should do like gray and black in the event that there's anything in there that I can use. And I do think I will definitely be layering, but I may also find pieces I could put on either one of these photos. So it's not just for this, but I do have quite a space to fill there, so I'm going to start with that. I have picked out a few things that I think may work here. In my reds, I found this that just says fave, so I could put that there. I found this little semicircle thing here with a heart, and because it says love this, that works. So I like that it could be opposite of this and could overhang the edge there. And then I found in my greens this vellum arrow, and I don't remember where I got this. I wonder if it was part of an Allie Edwards travel thing that I got a couple years ago. I've done a lot of her travel kits, so I can't be sure, but I feel like maybe that's where it's from. But I like the idea that you can see the city grid on it, because we were kind of just wandering around and then we saw some pretty houses, so we're like, oh, we're gonna veer down this street, and this is what we found. So we just kind of got lucky there. So I love the idea of having that, and I love that huge pop of green that brings in. It really makes the sides work together, I think. But I do feel like I need some gray in here. I didn't find anything in here. Everything was kind of too big or not the right phrase. So I think I'm going to pull out my travel phrases and see if I can just like overlap it somehow with this to make it all look good. Maybe that needs to be down further, I don't know. But I'm gonna pull those out and just see what I find in there. In my gray phrases, I did find one that I liked. It's kind of small, and I think it said maybe this town is so beautiful. I feel like maybe I cut something off there to use somewhere else, but now it just says town is so beautiful. Coronado Island was beautiful, so I think that's appropriate. And we were in a pretty populated area at this point. This is kind of right off the main drag. If you walk from the ferry landing kind of straight down the main street, this is the area where you'll end up. And we just turned down a side street and found these homes. So it's definitely a populated area. It is a town, so to speak. So I think I'm going to do that and just kind of layer those together. Maybe that's all I need, I'm not sure. I feel like maybe I should add something. I don't know if that's splattering, enamel dots. No, I'm just not sure what that is yet. So I think I'm going to adhere all of this and then assess how I feel about it. I have adhered everything on here. I did put in a little staple there, and now I feel like I kind of want those in a visual triangle. So I'm going to put one in here as well, just kind of right under the A. And then I'll do one right here under the heart at the bottom. There we go. All right, let's see. What do I think? I like it. I feel like, do I need some green splattering? It just feels kind of blank. I mean, I know obviously it will have black writing here when I use my pen to do the journaling, but I feel like it needs something. I'm gonna go look at my inks and see what color choices I have, and then I'll come back. All right, I am considering using this to do a little misting, splattering on my journal card there. The problem is, I haven't used this in a long time. I don't remember exactly how green it actually is when it dries. This is the Nuvo Mica Mist, and what is this color? Fresh Pear, it's called. Very appropriate. I'm just gonna shake it a little bit because it is kind of metallic. Ooh, let's see if I can get it open. Yes. And then I'm just gonna test it on this scrap to see, like, how bright is it? It's pretty bright already. What do you think? That's how it looks. I don't think it's actually too far off from this. And then let's look at it with the photos. It's definitely a brighter green than what you see here, but these, I mean, those are pretty bright green. I think maybe I could get away with it. You know, I think I'm gonna try it, and I will just mask the pocket card to make sure that it doesn't get everywhere. Like, if I could just have a little down here, like off to the side, and a little bit there, that would probably be perfect. This is what I ended up with. So hopefully you can see there's quite a bit up here at the top. And then I got a little bit, I didn't mean to, I thought I had this covered enough in the middle, but it got under what I had. So there's a little bit there, and I like the distribution of what's at the bottom. A little bit did get on this red part, and I'm actually totally okay with that. You know, that's the way it happens, and it's all good. So I think this is enough. Less is more. So I don't think I'm going to do anything else here. Let's see how it looks together. That's how they will be side by side. I think that's enough. I'll do my journaling off camera, but otherwise, here's another one done for San Diego. Thanks for watching.